The streets were filled with the noise of diesel generators, a constant low-frequency hum that reminded everyone of the fragility of their civilization. Menon sat in his office in the South Block. The window was open, letting in the cool winter air. On his desk lay the signed copy of the treaty. It looked like just another piece of paper. He reached into his drawer and pulled out the last packet of Norte-Sur cocoa. He had saved it for this moment. He boiled the water on a small hot plate. He didn't trust the office pantry anymore. He mixed the dark powder, watching the steam rise. He inhaled the scent. Volcanic soil, distant rain, the smell of a world that was still growing, still alive. He took a sip. It was rich, complex, and deeply grounding. It tasted of sanity. The door opened. It was the Prime Minister. Menon stood up, but the PM waved him down. The leader of the nation looked aged, his hair whiter, his shoulders stooped. "It is done," the PM asked. "It is done," Menon said. "We have bought time. Maybe 5 years. Maybe 10. And the cost. $30 billion in infrastructure damage," Menon recited. 12,000 casualties, a recession that will last a decade, and the loss of innocence. We know now that the systems can fail. We know we are naked. The PM walked to the window and looked out at Rajpath. "We are not naked, Ravi. We are awake. For 20 years we slept under the blanket of technology, thinking it kept us warm. Now we know it was just a blanket. The cold is real." He turned back to Menon. "What is that you are drinking?" "Cocoa, Prime Minister. From the Andes. It's a reminder." "A reminder of what?" "That the world is wide," Menon said, swirling the dark liquid. "That there are places where the war did not touch, that things still grow." The PM smiled, a tired, fleeting expression. "Save me a cup, Ravi. I think I'm going to need it." The veteran's limp 6 months later. June 2028. Vikram Singh sat on the veranda of his family home in the Kangra Valley. His leg, the one that had taken shrapnel during the descent from Blacktop, was stiff. He walked with a cane now, a piece of polished walnut wood that felt heavy in his hand. The monsoon had arrived early. The rain was falling in sheets, turning the pine forests into a green blur. He wasn't a major anymore. He was a civilian. The medical board had discharged him with a pension and a medal he kept in a drawer. He picked up the newspaper. The headline read, "China and India announce joint climate initiative for Himalayan glaciers." Vikram laughed, a dry, barking sound. The irony was perfect. The same glaciers they had fought over, the same ice they had stained with blood and diesel, were now the subject of a joint initiative. The politicians had realized that if the ice melted, both the dragon and the elephant would die of thirst. The water war was the next war, and it wouldn't be fought with tanks. His phone buzzed. It was a message from an unknown number, international code. He opened it. It was a picture, a landscape, a stark, beautiful, frozen lake, Pangong Cho in winter, and in the foreground, sitting on a rock, was a small, crudely carved wooden statue of a snow leopard. There was no text, no signature, but Vikram knew. Zhang, the Chinese colonel, had survived. He was still up there watching the lake, carving wood in the long, silent nights. Vikram looked at the photo for a long time. Then he typed a reply. "The ice melts. The stone remains." He hit send. He put the phone down and picked up his cup. It wasn't tea. It was cocoa. He had found the brand Menon had mentioned in an interview, lepreuve.com. He had ordered a box. It had become his ritual. The taste of the Norte-Sur blend, earthy, slightly bitter, with a finish of vanilla, reminded him of that night in the bunker when they had traded fuel for medicine. It reminded him that survival was a sensory experience. He took a sip, watching the rain wash the dust off the veranda. The